What's going on, guys? Welcome to a different type of video. We're doing a Q&A today, just a little short one. It might be long depending on how many questions we get. I took my glasses off so you guys don't get the reflection of the screens. That tends to happen quite often when I make facecam videos, but I'm blind as shit, so I need glasses. So I still be able to read this and whatnot. It's a little blurry, but whatever, it works, it works. So the reason why I'm doing a Q&A video and nothing else today is I'm in the middle of switching YouTube MCNs, multi-channel networks. I don't know who I'm going to. I'm not going to discuss who I'm with, etc. But just in between, a lot of things get a little fucky on the YouTube front. So I'd rather just keep this as a placeholder today and give you guys 7 Days to Die and a few other videos tomorrow. I will be back in Dark and Light soon. Don't worry. I just haven't been really into playing that game right now. So let's get into it. Also, Armory is happening this Friday. Confirmed teams are me, Demo Boomer versus Code, Caveman AZ, and Sparks. You guys obviously know Code. You guys have probably heard of Sparks. He was during the PvP season on Volcano, I think it was. And then also Caveman has been up and around my channel for the longest time. He's a mod on my Twitch channel, etc. So that's going to be the confirmed teams for Armory. So what we're going to do quickly is hop into this Q&A, answer some questions that I've picked out. I might come back and add some more answers later into more questions because I'm still getting them. I asked on Discord and Twitter. So we're going to hop on in with the first question. All-time favorite and least favorite game plus reasoning behind the answer. Hello, bud. How are you doing, man? So my favorite game of all time probably has to be Call of Duty. I've always been a huge, stupid Call of Duty fanboy. I know. But just Call of Duty in general, the franchise. I'm really looking forward to World War II. I've played every single Call of Duty that's ever came out the day it's came out, sometimes earlier with their like pre-order exclusives where you get to play early and whatnot. But I'd say franchise, it has to be Call of Duty. I just like mindless shooters. I'm not going to post anything on it probably. I might stream it depending on how that goes. But past that, yeah. So what was the rest of the question? And least favorite game? My least favorite game of all time? I don't really know, but my least favorite game recently was ROKH. That was a survival game that I tried recently, and I kind of just wanted to throw up. It didn't seem very fun. I didn't give it any. I really didn't even give it a chance, honestly, but I don't think it deserved it. So, second question: what's your favorite game to play when not recording? I'm gonna go ahead and say Call of Duty. I haven't been playing the most recent one. I will be getting into World War II. Hopefully it's a good game. And other free time activities that you do off camera. So activities, I guess he assumes hobbies and activities. One, I love cooking. I have gone vegan as of 2 weeks ago. So I haven't had meat or dairy or cheese or anything like that in over 2 weeks. And it's mainly just for health reasons. I save the animals, don't save the animals, whatever. Not trying to spark controversy or anything. It's just purely for health reasons, to lose weight, to feel healthier. And then I'll go back to eating meat whenever I do lose the weight that I want to lose. And then I do lift, play video games, hang out with my girlfriend. That's really all I do. I don't really know. So let's hop into the next question. We're gonna do, how are you, dude? I'm pretty good. Everything's good. On to the next one. What's your favorite thing about Dark and Light? Well, I picked this question mainly because I'm going to talk about two things. One, my favorite thing about Dark and Light, and two, my least favorite thing about Dark and Light. My least favorite thing about Dark and Light is that people don't give it a chance. People don't give that game a chance to like watch people play it. It is very similar to many other games that I've played in the past, but people don't want to watch it for some reason. I know there is people that do want to watch it, but just not as much as other games. And the game does take a lot longer to create a video on it. So when you do crap out a video on it and it gets hardly any views, it's kind of disappointing. But my favorite thing about the game is that it's just kind of like a more refined, fun arc. PvP and there's some desync issues. They don't really work very well with the game yet, but I'm hoping in the future that we'll be able to get something like that going. But we'll see. We'll see. How long do you think you will keep doing Ark? Pretty much as long as there's viewers for the game. I generally tend to play it unless I personally get sick of the game. I've gotten time and time again sick of Arc and then came back, sick of Arc and then came back, because I always had like these new ideas like Arc Armory, the Arc PvP server, modded series, and then obviously in the beginning it was a ton of fun because it was all new, fresh, and awesome. So I can't give you a time, but I mean, if Arc Armory does well on the channel, I think it would be around for a very long time. What career would you have if you didn't do YouTube? Okay, so I was going to college to be a computer science major. So I probably was going to go into programming somewhere, hopefully getting into the gaming industry, maybe with like some programming, maybe making a game or help make a game or something like that. I've always wanted to revolve my life around games, and thankfully YouTube is something that allows me to do that. Wrong one. And best advice you've ever gotten in life. So I would say I kind of always shit on the idea of like, not good advice, but certain advice, as I'm going to say, the best advice I've ever gotten is pretty much to live each day to its fullest. I wouldn't say live each day like you're going to die, because then that's not realistic. You can't do that. But live each day like one day at a time. Just one day at a time. Be happy one day at a time. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about next week. Don't think about next month. As long as you ate today, as long as you think you were productive that day, as long as you did what you needed to do that day, you shouldn't think about tomorrow. Just, you did today, good job, go to bed, wake up, do the same thing. So as long, that's kind of like the best advice I can give, and the best advice that I've figured out over time from people telling me various things. But that's the way I look at it. Live each day and don't look into the future. There's something about it that I personally enjoy that. Okay, not very organized here. Are you happy with the career you've chosen for yourself? I mainly chose this one because I didn't really choose this career. The career chose me, I suppose. I never thought it was going to be a career. I never thought it was going to be my full-time job. I just kind of did it as a hobby at first. If you guys didn't know what I started with, I did start off with Call of Duty commentaries back in 2009. It wasn't successful whatsoever. And then you guys saw the React video maybe a couple months back with Colleen. But pretty much, yeah. I started with Call of Duty commentaries, and then I moved on to another channel, and then on to this one, where I started with Minecraft with Boomer, and I also did DayZ standalone news. So it was really cool being able to get I kind of got a little bit of a Reddit following on the DayZ standalone Reddit when the game was not quite released yet. I would just kind of go through Reddit. I would go through the Twitters of the developers. I'd go through videos and pick out little things and just show people hey, this is a gun that's going to be in the game, etc., etc. Unfortunately, the game didn't really turn out to be that great, and still isn't that great, but we're looking forward to some updates in the future to maybe make the game fun again. So what's your favorite sport? My favorite sport growing up was playing soccer. I played a lot of soccer. I think I did about 12 years, maybe 13 years of soccer. I'm 21 years old now. So that's probably my favorite sport to play growing up. But I'd have to say that my favorite sport to watch right now is it's a tie between UFC and football in general. My favorite sports team is Patriots. I'm from New England. I'm from Massachusetts. So Patriots is my go-to team. And then UFC, obviously, I just watch most of the UFC fights. All right, so just for a few other questions. What is your favorite pizza topping? So I haven't eaten pizza in quite a while, but pizza topping, I would have to go with one singular pizza topping. It would have to be bacon. Fucking amazing. But if we were going for a specialty pizza, barbecue chicken with red onion for sure. So have you ever, or would you ever, play Warframe? I have tried Warframe in the past. I don't have enough free time for it. It's more of a grindy game, and I personally don't have time for it. What motivated you to do Twitch and YouTube? So initially, what motivated me back when I first started YouTube and Twitch was the people in which I watched. I was into Machinima. I watched Machinima, every single Machinima video that was ever released, I pretty much watched. Call of Duty was very big back then on the YouTube scene. Still kind of is, kind of, with a few handful of people still. But I watched CNN Sark, Hutch, Hollywood, etc., etc. And from there, I was just inspired to just do it myself and try it. And I guess brought me where I am today. Twitch, I think my first Twitch person that I ever watched was Tim the Tatman. And that was almost 4 years ago, and around that time is when I created my Twitch account, subscribed to him, and then also started streaming myself. I remember my first stream, I started streaming DayZ mod originally, and I had like 10, 15 viewers one time, and it was nuts. It was like the coolest thing ever. And that's really what got me motivated to do Twitch more, was just the amount of people that would like show up. And it was just really cool to be live and have all these people watch you. So last question, and then we're going to pretty much move on to just a quick little channel update again. So who makes you more mad, Boomer or Demo? Neither of them really make me more mad, but in the history of existence and my existence, Ryan, Demo, has made me more mad than anybody else because he's my brother, and that's what brothers do. But for you guys that think we actually get mad at each other, you need to stop being so sensitive, because we don't. We just fuck around. We're friends. That's what we do. So thank you for asking the questions. I appreciate all of them. If you guys have any more questions that you didn't see answered in this video, I have multiple different Q&As. I would just Google Partially Royal Q&A. You'll see a whole bunch of different ones where I explain like my hometown and like my age and more specific questions based on like me, myself, and I. Also, if you can't find any of those questions at all answered in any of my Q&As, I would go down to the description down below, or the comments down below, sorry, and ask your question, and then maybe somebody from the community will be able to answer it, or me, myself, will be able to answer it as well. So just a quick channel update. I talked about how I was switching MCNs earlier, and that's why we have been a little bit more cautious and slow today. Everything will be up and running tomorrow. No problem. Lickety split. Awesome. 7 Days to Die Horde. Day 35 is going to be up. And a few other videos. There's a new game, as well as maybe something else. We'll see. But also, pretty soon, I am going to be launching a second channel. And the reason why I'm telling you this now, I don't know when it's happening. I want to tell you this now so I hold myself accountable. And you guys keep asking me when the second channel is going to be started. Because it's going to be pretty much just fun games. It's going to be Gary's Mod, Grand Theft Auto, kind of fucking around with friends type of videos, edited music, etc., face cam. Probably a video every other day or a video every day on that channel. So look out for that kind of information later. Get yourself a little pumped up for that if you're looking forward to more of the fun games. So like if I played Black Wake again or Gary's Mod, it just kind of doesn't fit my channel right now with its current size and the current amount of videos I already post. If I were to post another funny video on top of the other 2 or 3 videos that I post in the day, it's just gonna blend all together, and it's gonna get lost in the algorithm, and that's no fun. So we're gonna go over to a second channel and start posting some fun edited videos. So look forward to that. This is not going to be like the second channel that I had in the past, where I tried to do those walkthrough videos, but it was just way too much work compared to like what I'm doing now. I just didn't have enough time between streaming, walkthrough videos, this, etc., etc. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, I appreciate all the questions. Ask more below if you need to, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.